What's going on, guys? Kevin here from thesportsgeek.com, and in this video I'm going to go over my NFL Week 4 betting picks. Alright, so before I move on to my NFL Week 4 picks, let's take a look back at how my picks did in Week 3. And if you're new to this YouTube channel, you haven't seen my videos before, basically what I'm doing is I'm giving out 3 of my top picks each week against the spread. And I'm entering those 3 plus 2 others into a Las Vegas Super Contest where you have to pick your 5 best plays against the spread each week. And at the end of the year, there's a big cash prize. So every week, I'm going to list 3 of my favorite picks. And then I'm also going to talk about my other 2 picks in the Super Contest and just give an update on the standings. So on the left-hand side there, you can see my 3 video picks from last week's video. I went 1 and 2 with the picks with the 49ers plus 9.5. They lost by 19 in Seattle. I had the Redskins plus 4.5. They beat the Giants by 2, so that one covered. And then I had the Bears plus 7.5. They lost by 14 points. Sounds pretty bad, but it was just a touchdown away from covering. But overall, 1 and 2, not a great week. And then if you look at my other Super Contest picks, I split those 2. I had the Chargers plus 3. They ended up losing with the late touchdown by the Colts, so that one really stung. The Chargers were covering for a lot of that game. And then I had the Browns plus 9.5, which was actually the least popular play of the week. Most people were going on the Dolphins. The Browns were the least popular. They only lost by 6 points. They covered that 9.5 point spread. So I went 2 and 3 on the week. I'm currently 9 and 6 on the season through 3 weeks. That puts me in a tie for 197th. If you guys want updates on my weekly picks, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. All right, so my first NFL Week 4 pick is going to be the 49ers plus 2.5. They're at home versus the Cowboys, who are 2-1 after a primetime win Sunday night against the Bears, while the 49ers are 1-2, but their losses have come against 2 really good NFC opponents in Carolina and Seattle. I think the Cowboys are going to be the popular pick here, just the better record, and a lot of people will probably remember that Sunday primetime win where they looked pretty good, and the 49ers got their butts kicked last week in Seattle. But they faced 2 tough opponents, and the Cowboys have their 2 wins coming against 2 weak defenses in Washington and Chicago. And the 49ers have a pretty good defense. They're 18th in yards against per play, which is about average, but they faced 2 really good offenses in Carolina and Seattle. And they are the 12th rated DVOA defense currently. So that's a stat I like to look at by Football Outsiders. And the 49ers have had a tough test so far. They've faced the 1st, 7th, and 9th ranked DVOA defenses. They should be able to move the ball a bit more on the Cowboys, who are 20th in DVOA defense. I think these 2 teams are pretty evenly matched. I think 49ers have the edge on defense. Cowboys might have the edge on offense, but a rookie quarterback going on the road against a pretty good defense, I like the 49ers plus 2.5 here at home in Week 4. My second pick here for NFL Week 4 is going to be the Browns plus 7.5. They're at Washington versus the 1-2 Redskins. And the Browns are 0-3, but they've played their opponents tough recently, losing to the Ravens by 7 and the Dolphins by 6. Both of these 2 teams have moved the ball well, with Washington 3rd in yards per play on offense, and the Browns surprisingly 8th in the NFL in yards per play on offense. But the Browns have faced the tougher defense according to the DVOA rankings. So they actually might be closer than the yards per play has shown so far this year. And the Browns defense actually ranks ahead of the Redskins defense in straight up DVOA defense, and just 1 spot back if you factor in the preseason rankings. And they also are giving up almost a yard less per play on defense than the Redskins as well. So DVOA is something I've looked at quite a bit this week. And just looking at these 2 teams, they've got similar ranked defenses, similar ranked offenses. I think the Browns will be able to move the ball. I think 7.5 points is too much, so I'll take the Browns plus 7.5. And then my third and final NFL Week 4 pick is going to be the Vikings minus 4.5. Yes, I am going with a favorite in this video. The Vikings are at home versus the 2-1 Giants in prime time on Monday Night Football. Vikings are 3-0 with impressive wins versus the Packers at home and the Panthers last week on the road. The Giants are most likely missing their top 2 running backs. I did handicap this just thinking that Jennings will play in case he does. So either way, I do like the Vikings, but that could hurt them more if Jennings is out for another week. The Giants rank 5th in yards per play on offense, but they've faced 3 weak defenses so far. So Dallas, New Orleans, and Washington, who all have below average defenses. So although the Giants have looked good to start the year, they've had an easy task, and now they face really good defense on the road. The Vikings are 6th in DVOA defense and are giving up the fewest yards per play so far in the NFL, just 4.4. And that includes them facing Aaron Rodgers at home and then Cam Newton on the road. So the Vikings have looked great so far defensively. And also note that the Vikings won last year versus the Giants 49-17, which was also played in Minnesota, with Eli throwing 3 interceptions in that game. He didn't have Odell Beckham in that game, but I expect the Vikings to win and cover again this year against the Giants. I think they just are too good defensively right now, and they've been moving the ball pretty well on offense as well. So I like the Vikings minus 4.5 on Monday night. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you click that like or thumbs up button here on YouTube. It will help support my YouTube channel and let me know that you want me to continue to make these NFL pick videos weekly. If you don't want to miss out on any videos that I post, I would love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. To do that, just click on this button over here, or if you want to watch another one of my videos that I think you'll enjoy, click on the video image over here.